It's in the game.
Welcome to EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. I'm Sir Nick, and this is The Road to the Masters.
EA Sports is proud to present continuing coverage of the world of golf. Today, live coverage comes your way of the final round. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner as you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. And this, not the longest hole players will encounter, so just an iron off the tee and it works out to perfection. Well, this has been a superb performance so far, giving every indication of what they're capable of down the road. But note now as we get closer to the finish line here, and given what's at stake, how much does the pressure ratchet up?
Well, I have to be honest, Rich. If I was in this position, it would be hard for me to pull the club back with the Masters jacket in one hand and the U.S. Open trophy in the other. So they got to be having a tough time dealing with the pressure. But up to this point, they've been stellar and solid in handling the situation.
Yes, a ton on the line, though. You're talking about an invitation to the Masters in April and then the U.S. Open, the National Championship in June.
And for any golfer at any level that tees it up, those are the highest dreams that you can have, the invitations to those big events, and that's what's at stake today, so better go out and play.
Nota Begay is on the ground for us at the first green.
And this is when you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Oh, yes, that's the way to start the day. It is a birdie here at the opening hole. He moves to 17 under par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. That finished off for a par here with the second. He's going to maintain that substantial lead. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in two, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back, so if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet. Okay, playing this par 5 a little cautiously, but this beats some of the alternatives. It is safely in the fairway. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. A very good spot to putt from here. This for an eagle.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. And he's got it to minus 18. Up next, we come to the par 4 fourth hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below.
So it's official. Will not hit every fairway today. First fairway missed in the rough. Let's see what they can do from here.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, the pin, 136 is the number we're looking for. Now the ball's sitting on a wee bit of a downslope, nothing too tasking.
From the rough into the bunker, or the frying pan into the fire, sometimes mistakes, they just have a way of compounding themselves. Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key, because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
12 feet still to go. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 sixth. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass.
Woo, Nelly. Whizzes past the hole. A difficult putt coming now.
Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. We make our turn away from the ocean now and head to the par 4 7. At 411 yards, it offers a nice wide fairway to sort of bomb away into. That will likely leave an uphill approach for the second to a green that is one of the more difficult on the course. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. So from right around the middle of the fairway, this is second.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Nope, that was never going to climb that hill, and he has left himself a tester coming up. Nah, that was right all the way. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And he'll drop back to 16 under par. The 8th hole is a par 4 at 385 yards. This one, similar in a lot of ways to the 3rd hole. The bigger hitters can easily clear those 2 fairway bunkers and, in theory, leave just a little pitch on for their second. This starting up the right side. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Just going to sneak on by. Even the short ones can jump up and get you sometimes. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And he's going to fall to 15 under. Well, whereas the 8th was a short par 4, nothing short about our closing hole here on this front side. The par 5 9th topping out at 585 yards, the longest hole on the course. That said, birdie is certainly not out of the equation. That is, if you can avoid the pot bunkers in the landing area off the tee. And that will do just fine. Well, he obviously had enough to get it to the green with just a little bit left of target, though.
Yeah, lie's not too bad, so if you can show a little bit of maestro work around the green, you never know, something special.
This should be a good way to finish off the front side. Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. And that will mean this is an even par front side. We begin the back 9 here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4 measuring out at 380 yards. It's yet another hole where that blue ocean catches your eye in the distance beyond. This hole, fairly straightforward, but big hitters should take note of that pot bunker that sits about 30 yards short of the green. This is going to try and stay on the fairway, and I believe it will, up along the right edge, but a good shot. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. This from about 10 feet. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. The 11th here at Bandon Dunes at 452 yards, a par 4. The putt bunker left of the fairway is the main concern on the tee shot. From there, an uphill second takes you to a green that slopes away and back toward the ocean beyond. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Second shot coming now from just over 170 yards.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
A birdie putt here at the 11th.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line. Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. On to the par 3 12th hole. This is the number 18 handicap hole, so maybe that gives you a little reason for optimism. But par is not a bad score here as this measures out at 238 yards, the longest of the 4 par 3s. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par. We come now to the 13th, a 553-yard par 5. This hole reachable in 2. You may need to get lucky, though, on your drive, as rolling dunes could leave you with an uphill flyer lie or a tough downhill shot to contend with. This one starting a hair right. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Wow, that is a well-struck second shot to this par 5. Maybe too well-struck, Frank.
Oh, come on, Rich. Look, I know longer irons are harder to hit, but 3-wood, it was just too much. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Just like that, it's a birdie here at 13. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th, listed at 390 yards. Hot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front. Oh, look out, that is way right. And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee.
Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by.
This for birdie now at 14.
And it looks pretty much straight overall, but it's going to pick up a lot of pace as it heads down this slope. Needs to be careful.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. Nope, that's going to slide by on the high side. Just a little too much break there. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to stay at 19 under par. This is one of the signature holes here at Bandon Dunes, the par 4 16th. Some golfers play for the upper fairway, which
gives you a bit of an angle to the green. Others, they stay down low, which is maybe a little safer. A third option is just to try and carry it over everything, but beware the pot bunkers and the gorse if you choose option C. No issues here. That is into the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. Showing no signs of a let-up here. This tournament seemingly under control, as that's in the fairway here at 17. Absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Wow, that is a well-struck second shot to this par 5. Maybe too well-struck, Frank.
Oh, come on, Rich. Look, I know longer irons are harder to hit, but 3-wood, it was just too much.
Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that's going to make this a final round, 66. Frank, one way to look at this is as a possible stepping stone to future greatness. It's an amateur title for our featured player, and it does include a ticket to compete in the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Huge present on the back end, that's for sure. But Rich, you and I have both had a lot of fun covering the amateur game, some of these great amateur tournaments around the world. And we see this young talent, and I mean, there's a lot of it, but it only sort of eventuates in one winner. That one person gets that ticket to the U.S. Open and the Masters.
So that's a wrap for all of us at EA Sports PGA Tour. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time on the road to the Masters.